Yo, what's good, YouTube? So if you came across this video, there's a very good reason for that. The fact that YouTube recommended you this video means there's a chance you may like me or the content that I post. But I will say the quality of my videos aren't the absolute best because I have very terrible hardware. I stream off of a MacBook until I can afford to get a better setup and some better Wi-Fi. But I would appreciate it if you subscribed, you followed my Twitch, and you watched the full video. The rise of racism in 2024. Now, first and foremost, this is a crazy title.
Blacks can't be racist is the dumbest thing I've heard since the flat earth theories, or even veganism. Wait, we rock with the animals over here, shout out vegans.
Eat your vegetables!
But I mean, if black people can't be racist, then explain this.
Wait.
Or this. This.
Well.
Or this. Wait, no,
Just
that's not
don't
racist.
begin.
The man Kevin Hart literally walked up to this Asian and said, Bao Ching Ye. And I didn't see this get addressed not one time anywhere. But you know damn well if an Asian person was coming out here talking about some hey yo, eating chicken and drinking Kool-Aid, the black community would be swiftly on that ass in
We don't
absolutely
be nice to him, we just troll him all day. Okay, buddy.
no time. And that goes to show, low-key black people have a racism past. I mean, growing up half Japanese, the most in-my-face racism I ever experienced came from the black community. I was getting hit with all types of forbidden jutsus, from this move to the Sun Wukong, Kung Fu, Ching Chong, Jackie Chan, Rush Hour 4 type of humor. People would literally come up to me making Tekken-ass noises, sounding like a chick community. I was getting hit with all types of forbidden jutsus, from this move to the Sun Wukong, Kung Fu, Ching Chong, Jackie Chan, Rush Hour 4 type of humor. People would literally come up to me making Tekken-ass noises, sounding like a Street Fighter character, thinking shit was sweet. And while I can always appreciate a good roast session, trust me, I'm not that soft. That don't mean it's not racist. But the weird thing about it is that there is a small subsection in the black community that truly believes that black people cannot be racist at all. So today, we're gonna be finding out for ourselves. First, we're gonna see if we can be racist towards other minorities, and then we're gonna see if black people can be racist towards white people. And then by the end of the video, we're gonna finally be able to answer the question, can black people truly be racist?
Honestly,
now let's get started.
I think
Other
the answer is
minorities.
yes.
Now on average,
Absolutely
throughout my
yes.
experience, I feel like black people really like Asians or Asian culture. I mean, the fact that we have movies like the Rush Hour series really shows the solidarity between black and Asian people. But on the other hand, in the black community, there is a section that spreads a lot of Asian hate. A couple years ago, we had the Stop Asian Hate movement in the Asian community, and a lot of those violent attacks didn't just come from white people. It was, at least from what I've seen, coming from African Americans. And it's weird because as soon as you call out any anti-Asianness within the black community, it kind of gets brushed off. Asians being seen.
I've heard a lot of black people, especially on Twitter. Yo, bro, Twitter is like one of, if not the worst places on the surface web. Bro, I've literally seen black people say it's impossible for black people to be racist. And then you check their feed, they're clowning Asians, they're talking about how Indians, they're saying a whole bunch of crazy shit about other races, but they're saying they can't be racist because they're black. You can only be racist to black people. Like, huh?
Seen as the little bro of all races is somewhat
Like,
normalized.
what are we
South
talking about,
Asians
bro?
catch it the worst.
What race would you not date?
Indians.
Indians.
I just want to date them.
The amount of Indian jokes, the 7-Eleven curry smell type of jokes is actually insane. And while I can admit that certain stereotypical humor can be funny at times, the same regurgitated nonsense is just not. Obviously, it's not just the black community who does this, you know, white people do it too. But the moment you call it out in the black community, it's a problem and you're generalizing everybody. But obviously, I know that everybody doesn't do it. And I feel like when people change the conversation, it almost comes off as if black people can't do anything wrong. Prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism by an individual, community, or institution against a person on the basis of
Monkeys don't make no sense. Ooh, I was about to say something so crazy, but that would definitely get me banned on Twitch.
their membership.
And I just got monetized, and I'm not trying to get banned on Twitch at all, ever. So I gotta remember to relax.
in a particular racial or ethnic group. So if I was to make fun of a minority, for example, like a Mexican, not to catch this straight, no offense, I fuck with Mexicans, don't even do that. That would be racist of me, right?
Black people cannot be racist. Racism.
You see what I'm saying? She said it on video, but like I said, bro, I've seen on Twitter so many people say this, bro. Talk about some black people cannot be racist. Yes.
I fuck with Mexicans, don't even do that. That would be racist of me, right?
Black people cannot be racist. Racism is an institution. It's not a feeling.
People don't know the difference between racism, discrimination, and prejudice, and it shows. Discrimination and or prejudice based on race is racism, dickhead. Try again. Damn. If we look at the definition, it is literally synonymous. I don't know what you're cooking. You're cooking with something.
I was about to say something, but
you're not cooking. The grill is burning, the house is on fire, and this shit is gonna look like Chernobyl back in like brief intermission. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the video. If you see my videos before and you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. Back to the video.
Black people can't be racist. Yeah, they certainly can be. Unfortunately.
I'm gonna have to stop you right there. I love you, but black people cannot be racist. We can only be extremely prejudiced.
I don't understand, my guy. Like, that is literally synonymous with the definition. If you are racist towards somebody based on the color of the skin, that is prejudice, that is discriminatory.
A black person can be racist to a Hispanic person. A black person can be racist to Pacific Islander. I can still be prejudiced.
Common sense. Oh my god, we found common sense. Hooray. Yes, we did it. We did it. In conclusion, if you're black, you can be racist towards other minority groups, and it does need to be addressed. I think in order to truly stop this and stand in solidarity with other minority groups, you cannot be derogatory towards them. And if you want to think on a more like actually relevant scale, protests where you need other people's support in order to drive certain messages, the biggest goal is become allies with different communities rather than being discriminatory towards them and then say, oh, it's not racist. But now that we got the minorities out the way, let's talk about if black people can be racist to white people. Also, I filmed this video in like 2 parts, so if you see me switch to a new location right now, this is the other part of it. Now get out of here. We all know the heinous racist acts committed by white people throughout history, such as being the world-famous inventors of things like plantations, segregation, modern-day hoods, and things like the treadmill. If you didn't know, the treadmill was actually based on slavery. It was literally for treading mill, and I believe that it was first invented by the British as like a prison punishment. Slave owners seen that and was like, let's make the black people do it. I mean, everyone should have a special amount of hatred in their hearts for racists in general, but there's been a talking point that you cannot be racist to white people, or even that racism to white people doesn't count and it's acceptable. It just doesn't make sense that you could tell a black person that they look like charcoal and that's racist, but you tell a white person they look like mayonnaise, then it's not the same thing. Some people say that there is no historical background to calling white people mayonnaise monkeys, and that would be true. I mean, I don't know any white slurs. Do white slurs even exist? Names for the uncolored.
Snow possums, snow roaches.
Ice inverted, same as is racism. Now, some people also say that white people can't face racism because it's not systemic, meaning that like the systems in place were not meant to tear down white people. Therefore,
by the way, my apologies, Twitch. If anything that just flashed on the stream was any slur or anything that is not supposed to be on Twitch, I genuinely apologize. I'm a brand new streamer. Please don't ban me. Thank you. I love you.
They can't face racism. Now that is all the
Monetize
justifications
on
that I've
Twitch?
heard for
Yes,
racism
sir.
against white
Yes,
people. So now we're
sir.
gonna check out some of the opinions that other people have and see if we disagree
Finally
or agree with their line of
monetized,
thinking.
bro.
I don't
Oh, I
think
can
it's
get
possible
subs,
to be
gifted
racist towards white
subs.
people.
Racism was invented by white people.
Bits.
These white people are
all
invited to
that
cookout.
stuff.
They're not the dangerous thugs. They're the ones that we want in our community.
Even
I'm
ads,
just
too.
kidding. I'm just using the same rhetoric.
When white people are going through hardship, they're not as sensitive to it as you would be to a black community. In general, like white people, the privilege behind that.
You make.
What? Nani? When white people go through hardship, they're not as sensitive?
How would you define racism?
Racism is judging or seeing yourself differently from somebody else because of the color of your skin.
What you mean? Motherfucker, if I look at my skin and see I'm darker than you and you're lighter than me, I'm racist? What are you talking about, nigga?
Is it okay to be prejudiced towards white people then? Sure. Is it okay to have?
I mean, hey, if he's the spokesperson for all white people, by all means, I don't really care. Let me get off all the white jokes I can then, if it's okay. In my opinion, I feel like prejudice against anybody is automatically gonna be wrong.
A lot of people these days say that reverse racism doesn't exist. What do you think about that?
Reverse racism is not fucking real. There's no such thing as reverse cowgirling racism and putting it in doggy style and hitting it from the back. There's only one racism. Racism against white people would be racism. Racism against black people would be racism. Racism against Asians would be racism. In conclusion,
so it
we
could be
discuss
good for
different
you, bro.
minorities
Who
and
knows,
even
man?
white people in order to answer the question, can
What
black
is
people
for
truly
me
be
will be
racist
for
towards
me. I'm
minorities
back.
or
Was
white
doing
people?
homework.
And the
Welcome
answer is
back,
hell
Brody.
yeah. I don't know what you expected to hear
Welcome
from me
back.
other than the most common sense there is. Now, I truly believe the people who genuinely believe that black people can't be racist are just looking for an excuse or a way to be discriminatory or prejudiced towards a person without being labeled as a racist. These people know deep down that regardless of what they say, the excuses that they're using is literally just a wall to hide behind the fact that they want to be offensive without trying to face the consequences. Black people can be racist. Like, I don't know why I really need to say that. I don't even know why this is a video in the first place. But that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know down below in the comments. Do you think black people can be racist? Do you believe that racism is purely systemic? I'm willing to hear.
Black people can 100% be racist. Bro, based on the literal definition of the word racism, having prejudice or discrimination against someone based on the color of their skin, it didn't say based on if you're black or not. based on the color of your skin. So if I see someone who is white and I feel some type of way about them and I show any signs of prejudice or discrimination against them because they are white, that is by definition racism. Like, what are we talking about?